Rastafari. Tene spelling Addis Ababa, EWS, Betty Sebu Chachin. Giving thanks and praise for the gathering, family outing, and all friends and families looking lovely in your colors, and all guests, special guests. Today is celebrating Empress Menen's birthday. Empress Menen, the Empress of King Selassie, Emperor of Ethiopia. We're giving thanks for the Women's Auxiliary of the Ethiopian World Federation for putting on this event, remembering our women. Empress Menen was the first woman to be crowned with a king. So yeah, we're giving thanks for that. Remembrance today. So we will say a prayer to start our proceedings. Besima ab, well, women feskedus, ado amla, amen. Abatachin hoy besima atiamet nor, simiye kedus, mengista tinta, pakada besame in the honage, in the hupim bindir tihun, yeletin jarachin in sitinzari, bedelachin in yakerbelen, inya yabedelani, abetu yaker in the mamil. What if it's a mat gaban, kakifuadin in inje, mengis, lantenatna, I'll keber misdana, yazela lemo, amen. Sama well, infestedus, ado amla, amen. Giving thanks and praise, can be seated. I want to have a little reading from about Empress Menen and some of her, some of her holy works. Just a small reading, and then I will turn it over to our Empress, Sister Anne-Marie. Giving thanks and praise, getting a bit old, so I need glasses now. Yes, this is a reading from Empress Menen, her works after the invasion of Italy in Ethiopia. This is her, she had made a fast and a prayer, and these are some of her words. I have here written, I will just read it from the top. In honor of our Queen of Queens, Empress Menen Asfaw, born March 25th of the royal house of King Solomon and the Queen of Sheba, was crowned November 2nd, 1930, at the same time with Emperor Haile Selassie, being the first empress ever in Ethiopia, and I think around the world, in the history to be crowned simultaneously with her emperor, magnificently known as Her Imperial Majesty, Queen of Queens, Lioness of Judah. Giving thanks and praise. Psalms 45 says, Mizmor with David, King's daughters were among thy honorable women. Upon thy right hand did stand the queen in gold of Ophir. This is a biblical prophecy that was seen here and fulfilled on the 2nd of November 1930. The only queen to be crowned upon the right hand of her king. Empress of Ethiopia asks for peace prayers. Plans to march with her troops against Italians if appeal for divine aid fails. Wireless to the New York Times. Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, August 26. For 16 days I have fasted and prayed fervently for peace for Ethiopia and the world. I should like to appeal to women of the world over to join in my prayers. Empress Menen of Ethiopia voiced this call in a special interview in the reception hall of the Imperial Palace last night. The Empress' face was drawn and she appeared to have been greatly weakened by her long fast and seclusion. but the traditional descendant of the Queen of Sheba gave the impression of stately magnificence. She wore a simple gown of pure white silk and satin, over which was loosely draped a toga of fine material hand-woven by workers of her court. It was her first audience since the Ethiopian Feast of the Assumption, in which the Christian population of Ethiopia celebrated the end of their Lenten self-denial, fasting and praying. She spoke of her prayers with evident feelings, but her next words rang out like a challenge. "I pray for peace," she said, "but if in spite of all our efforts, peace shouldn't happen to be disturbed, I shall be the first to exhort my people against the invader." Speaking about the Italian invasion. "I shall do it as the august Empress Taito did in her time." Empress Taito, who died in 1980, was by the side of her husband, Emperor Menen, when the Italians were crushed at the Battle of Adwa in 1986. On that occasion, she put herself at the head of the brave band of women who followed the warriors of the battlefield and exhorted them to victory. Her Imperial Majesty, all women of the world must struggle to bring peace and justice. His Imperial Majesty, as Sarah was to Abraham, so was Empress Menen to me. So we're giving thanks in this time when we see the war is going on. We are asking all women to take the example from Empress Menen and pray for peace. All women, all women. Can I get a drum? All women must pray for peace. We pray for the peace of Ethiopia. Giving thanks and praise. Can we have a big round of applause for Empress Menen and her efforts today? Giving thanks and praise. Hostess with the mostess, Empress and Marie, the lead out with the rest of the program. Giving thanks.
Greetings everyone, thanks to our chaplain. Is everyone feeling good?
Yes.
Is everyone happy?
Yeah.
We are celebrating our female Empress, our queen, our mother, and she is, our international woman. Now, I'm just going to give you a little history about her. Menen Asfaw is her name. Children, please listen carefully, especially the young ladies, because you have to aspire to be like her. She was the foundation of our education right now in Ethiopia, along with Empress Taito and her husband, Emperor Haile Selassie and Emperor Menelik II. Menen